There is just so much happening at the moment with us at our shop. We have got our linen fabrics in. At last it arrived, so we are super excited about that. We have, at the moment, as I'm talking to you, I've got an order that's been cleared at customs, which is from one of our new suppliers in the US. Some lovely products in there, so we will definitely do another video showing you all the new products that's come in. But let's also say there's another supplier we're waiting for. As I mentioned last year, we are finding new suppliers. In South Africa, I just find that sometimes when I'm looking for something, all the nice goodies are overseas, and I'm sure a lot of you are sharing that same frustration. So my aim for this year really is to source all those things that we usually can't get here, and then just bring it into our market. We will obviously bring in limited stocks at first just to see what your response is going to be to that product. But guys, we are sourcing the most beautiful stuff. So our linen fabrics arrived. Not all the colors yet that we are wanting to keep, but we did get some of our colors, and our aim behind it was to almost get those pastel colors that we could get at Queen's Park years ago. So if you are going to look at my fabrics that I have here, we've got two different blues that we have. I love these natural colors. I know you can't see them so close up, but we will be loading them on our website as well. We've got a really soft dusty pink almost. We've got the lilac-y color. There's a light gray, which is always perfect for pants as well. There's a corally. The red is just beautiful. I don't think you can see the colors 100% on the camera, but that's beautiful. And obviously also like a cerise color pink, this color there. And with yellow being seen quite a lot as well, I went and chose a yellow linen for us. If you're looking at our white linen that I have here, we actually got a heavier weight of the light linen, the white linen, because a lot of us would love to have a white linen pants, but usually they are a little on the thin side and we can't always make our pants with it. So this one is definitely a heavier weight, specifically for white pants. Look, it will still make a beautiful, beautiful jacket, but all of us in the shop said white pants, so we are definitely going to make. So that has just come in. They are 150 wide. We had them especially ordered, so unfortunately the landed price was a little bit more than what we expected, so we are trying to keep the price as low as possible. So we are looking at 190 Rand a meter, but if you feel the quality, it is such a beautiful quality. So that we will definitely be loading by this weekend, will be on our website if you want, or otherwise, if you can, email us. We will email you back and you can place orders for that as well. Now, looking at these fabrics, my mind was already running to patterns. What would I like to make? I know we are still hot weather here in Joburg, so for us, and with us, our winter's not being so warm as well, I'm still going to be making a couple of things. So my first thing that I thought of, I like a denim style jacket, and I just thought, why not make with these if I'm going to make a jacket, almost like a denim style, and top stitch on it to make it just stand out a little bit more. I love style lines on my jackets. I don't always just want a plain jacket. So a really nice jacket, and I'm going to share some patterns that I pulled out, is my Butterick pattern, and this is a lovely denim jacket, and it is Butterick 5616. That is really a nice jacket that we can make with it. And again, top stitching, guys. Top stitch just makes that jacket stand out. It makes it look so professional. That was one jacket. Then another one of my favorite, and I'm going now first through my commercial patterns, then I'm going to speak to all of you that do have the Sure for Design system as well, because this is a great opportunity for you to start designing your princess line jackets, all of that. But another one is a New Look 6351. What I love about this pattern, it's got the pants, it's got a jacket, and it's an unlined jacket. I sometimes with these sort of fabrics, I also like to have an unlined jacket, and purely because of the temperature in our summer, we get very warm summers as well. So I would like to be able to wear it as well a bit, springtime, even our summer days when it's a bit rainy, anything like that. But this one has got those ones on, and it's even got a nice t-shirt. So it's like a whole cupboard all in one there. So I'm going to put that one there so you can see that is a lovely jacket to work with as well. I just love that jacket. If I look at the style lines as well, it's I don't know, it's just such a beautiful one. And again, all these elasticized waist pants are in at the moment. I'm seeing them all over Pinterest, all over online shops as well. Skirt wise, I'm not a big skirt fan, but one of my favorite skirt patterns that I do love is the Berda 8280, and I thought that would even make a lovely skirt. So you've got it in your 2 lengths. So we've got that one. Top wise, I've got one top that I've been dying to make, and I just couldn't get a good quality linen for it. So now I'm going to do this. It's Buttrick 6026. It's one of the Catherine Tilton patterns, and what I love about it, there's dots. There is so many dots. So I'm going to see if Peter can zoom in a little bit for me. I want to show you something here. All right, if you look at the lined drawings, look at the waist dots, how it's radiating from the waist, and also the dots are also radiating from the neckline. So I just love that style. It just looks so beautiful having that detail on a plain top. So that is the one that I do love, which I'm definitely going to try. Another one that I thought would be nice, and I've played with this pattern, is the Palmer Pledge, the McCall 6750. Again, a very nice pattern to work with. It's got waist dots in it for you. It's even got a bust dot. If you are fuller bust, obviously try and do your fitting first on another fabric. Get your, if you need to do a full bust adjustment, anything like that, just change it for yourself. There is, like with all the Palmer Pledge patterns, there's a lot of instructions on fitting this pattern. So go and have a look at that. Then I thought another jacket, and this is just also really a nice jacket, is the Quick Sew 4104. Just a slightly longer one. And again, I live in jeans. I can imagine one of these jackets being a bit longer just below the hip, wearing that with my jeans. Pant styles. Guys, let's have a look at pant styles. Again, being a linen, you don't want a skinny pants with this. We want a nicer, looser leg, more of a, the leg must almost be, let's say, from the fullest hip measurement, just going straight down. I think that would look perfect in it. And two of the patterns that I have pulled out, which I really thought would be nice, is a Mimi G1 Simplicity 8889. I just like the style of it, but if you look at the sideways view as well, you'll see why I like it. It's just straight from the hip, which is so slimming, especially if you are a pear-shaped person. So look at that pattern. All right. There's a lot of detail. I don't think I will do the pockets on the legs and that, but I love the style. I won't do the cuffs on the leg as well, or at the hem at the bottom, because I'm short, but I will play with this pattern, and I can just imagine this in a linen. That would be great. And then another one is the paper bag pants. This is a McCall 7726. So look at that one as well. I'm going to show you the line art at the back of the pattern. Look at that as well. And it's got a nice looser leg and fitted on the waist, which is exactly what I like. So I just thought that that would make great patterns to work with our linens. Remember, it's not a soft flowy fabric. If it washes, it does go softer, but that's why I didn't go and choose unstructured garments. It's more of a structured garment that I chose with this work that I want to work with, and this is my preference. I just thought I'm going to share it with you because I love putting patterns with my fabrics. Now let's have a look if you're going to sew linens, just some tips on sewing linens. The first thing you want to do is you want to wash your fabric. If you're going to throw your garments, if you wash it and you throw it in the tumble dryer, which I do because I do washing at night time, I will just rinse it in the washing machine and put it in my tumble dryer. It's got to pre-shrink. You've got some shrinkage on the linen, so make sure that you treat it. And if you are going to get it, you'll also feel it's got a bit of a, almost like a bit of a layer of something on it. Remember, they pre-treat these fabrics when they're shipping it and all that to protect the fabric. So I can feel it on the fabric, but once you're going to rinse it, that will rinse out, and then you're going to have a softer fabric that you're going to work with. So remember, we've got to pre-treat it, make sure we shrink the fabric. The next one we're going to do, we're going to work with universal needle. Universal 80 will work fine on that. If I'm going to top stitch, I will definitely go to a 90 needle, but on a linen I will basically just work universal 80. Stitch length that I will look at, again, I will do my sewing of the garment with a 2.5 millimeter stitch length. And when I top stitch, I love going to a longer stitch. So when I'm going to top stitch, I will go to about a 4 millimeter. I love a 4 millimeter. My machine can go a bit bigger, so sometimes I play between a 4 and a 5 millimeter top stitching. I don't think I'll use top stitching. I'm just thinking I won't use top stitching thread. I will use my normal thread, and I can use what I sometimes do. I thread 2 threads. I actually use 2 threads, and I thread it as 1 thread through my 1 needle. And because it's a 90 needle, the eye is slightly bigger, then it actually goes, both threads go through the same eye of the needle. But that way it just gives me a little bit of a denser look. I do like the triple stitch. That's the one that will go forward, backward, forward. It gives us a thicker stitch. But I'm a bit wary with my linen, with the weave of the linen, of having that back and forth all the time on it. That's just my personal feeling. I will play with it and I'll get back to you guys. So that's why I'm just going to do a normal straight stitch, 2 threads through the same needle, and that will be my top stitching. So I just wanted to share what you will need if you're going to sew this as well, because it's always important to have the right needle, and just use a normal all-purpose polyester thread. I either use the Metla polyester or I use my Cerulon. That's my 2 preferred threads that I work with. And remember, we want to use a good quality thread. You really don't want to use a thread. The no-name brands aren't really color fast. They do also break quite easily after a while. So rather get, you spending time making a beautiful garment. So make sure that you're using the right, the right tools, the right threads, everything like that. So that is definitely my ideas behind this fabric, and I just wanted to share it with you. So again, you can email us at Bernina Edenvale, sales@berninaedenvale.co.za. It will be on our website. That will be www.surferdesigns.co.za. If you're going to click on haberdashery, there will be a section that will say fabrics. So please go over there, and then you can order online as well. But that will only be loaded by this weekend. If you are not on our newsletter yet, you can again also just email us, say please add us to the newsletter, because with the newsletter we do send out updates on new products, classes, all my online classes, promotions as well. And remember, we also do Surfer Designs. So yes, just going back to Surfer Designs, guys, this is the opportunity for you. If you have your dress kit and you have perfected your bodice blueprint, this is the time to start playing now. You can really do dot manipulation, do different styles. Go to Pinterest, look at beautiful linen jackets that's out there, and design it for yourself. This is really having a lovely pattern that's going to fit you, and working with a fabric that's such a nice, good quality. You are going to get such a beautiful garment at the end of the day. So play with that. As I said, I'm mentioning because we are the Bernina side and we are the Sherford side. I do have my customers that like to work with commercial patterns, but we are also encouraging you to look at Surfer Designs. We want you to start designing. That is the way to go. We are really, the freedom we have when we're designing, it is just amazing when you can start designing. So look at Surfer Designs. My website is surferdesigns.co.za, and go look at our YouTube channel with Surfer Designs as well, and see how the system works. There is lots and lots you can do. It's just another way of sewing, and my aim is to get all of you eventually to start looking at your dressmaking, or let's say garment sewing, differently and designing for yourself. That is my whole aim, that we are actually also moving towards. So you will hear more about that as well. But for now, go look at your patterns that you have. If you don't have it, look if you can get any of these patterns that I've shown you. They will really make beautiful patterns to work with your linen fabric. For now, enjoy your sewing, enjoy your week. We've got lovely rainy weather here, so it's nice and cool for a change. And then I'll chat to you next time.